Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Deno, and today I want us to discuss a bit of very frustrating things that are happening in our society. This is because we have seen a lot of single men who don't want to marry. We have seen a lot of single mothers in the society of very tender age. For example, someone of 20 years to 25 to 28 years with two kids without a partner. What is really happening in our society? So those are the things I want us to discuss for today, and why are so much divorce happening in our society, guys. In handling or tackling this issue, we have to look at so many things that sustains a marriage. A marriage, if it is to be sustained, some things have to happen before marriage. One of the things is a serious courtship. Remember, these days people are not courting. People are not courting. This is because people are rushing to do things without seeing the repercussions that may happen ahead. And one of the things is many youths are in a hurry to do things, to experiment things. And remember, a marriage is not a benchmarking. In marriage, you don't go to benchmark, but you go decided, having made your mind to settle and to have your own family. So it's like today, most ladies or most men are just engaging in marriage without having made their mind, without having settled down, without having realized that there are repercussions that may come on their way ahead. And so, my most worry is I have seen a lot of ladies of very tender age with two kids, three kids, and they have divorced. Even they have not stayed for even 3 years, for even 2 years. Some even don't last even 4 months. And the lash, what is the lash for? For example, a Form 4 girl or a Class 8 girl. Why do you want to lash to get married? You have not known the man so well. You have not dated even for 2 months, for even 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Remember, courtship is meant to enlighten you and your partner what are the positive signs of your partner or the negative signs of your partner, and it enables you to understand the family background of your partner or the culture your partner has been brought up, so that you may not have differences in future concerning the culture of the two of you. And what is happening nowadays is most men or most youths, young men and young ladies, they're just making rampant decisions. They're just making urgent decisions without having having a serious discussion with the partner they want to engage with. Most are driven there by what the man has, or the beauty. Most men look at the beauty of a lady without counter checking the inner side of that lady or that man. And when you are attracted by the outer things, I assure you that that relationship may not last even for long, because the attraction, the outside attraction, may end in just a short while. But when you check the inner side of the person, when you caught or when you have a long time to interrogate this partner, you'll be able to understand their inner side, their inner character, their inner mind, or what they are made of. Maybe they are people with high tempers, but because you rushed to marry them, you find that you may not be able to sustain their temper in future. Another thing, in marriage, for a marriage to stay for long or to be permanent, there are things that the two partners may understand one another. One, the first thing that is needed in marriage is understanding. Understanding your partner, understanding that at this particular time he or she is like this, or he or she is not having money. If you understand your partner, even if they do anything, you'll be able to understand their behavior change, because you have stayed with that person for long, and so in case of any change, you'll be able to understand why they change at that particular time. But if you do not understand each other in a relationship or in a marriage, then that marriage is not going anywhere. One, for example, in the case of understanding one another, you find that your partner may try to explain that he may not be allowed tonight, and he has given you the reasons. But because you don't understand him, you don't take time to understand what he has told you, you just guess things and assume that your partner, maybe he is with another lady somewhere, or maybe your partner is lying to you. But when it comes to things to do with misunderstanding, or you don't understand each other, or you don't accept one another's deeds, then that becomes the end of you. Another thing that is required in a relationship, or in a serious relationship, or in a serious marriage, is things to do with infidelity. Okay, this means that most men are unfaithful. Today, he is with Wanjiko here in a relationship. He is with Wanjiko in this marriage. But outside, he is having affairs with Akinanjeri there, with other ladies there. And this will bring mistrust and a lot of infidelity between the two partners. So if the man is not faithful enough, this may result to the marriage or relationship being terminated anytime, because no lady will accept a man who is unfaithful. Serious, this is serious. No lady or man will accept a partner who is unfaithful. This is because, why do you have to have affairs outside a relationship or a marriage? What for? Or why does that have to happen? You have to ask yourselves questions on this issue of infidelity. And if unfaithfulness crops up in a relationship, then be assured that that relationship is going nowhere. So as a man, you have to be faithful, you have to be very specific, or you have to be in true love with that particular girl that you made your mind to love, or that you made a decision to have in your life. So when it comes to do with things of unfaithfulness, I don't think there is a man or a lady that will stand this. So the other thing that brings relationships down or marriage down is things to do with technology. Today we have phones, today we have all sorts of technology. And most people divorce because of phones, because of finding hidden messages in phones, whereby messages have been sent by suspected people to be having affairs with your partner. And this is a very serious issue in our current society, whereby most people have parted because of mobile phones, and because of text messages, and because of phone calls. and because the man or the lady is not able to explain in a very effective way, then the partner is suspected to be having affairs with other people outside there. And so technology, we people have to check on technology. Technology is good, but if it's used inappropriately, then it has caused us in a mess, or it has caused relationship to go at a mess. So I've touched on technology, I've touched on infidelity, I've also talked on things to do with misunderstanding, and also things to do with in-laws. That's another thing that is bringing a lot of relationships down. In-laws. These are your family members or relatives. You find someone as maligned, but in-laws want to come and be part and parcel of that marriage or part and parcel of that relationship. They try to cook things. They cook things and they try to intrude into their sons or their daughters' relationship. I think in-laws play a very big role in marriage and in a relationship, but they don't have to keep following their sons or daughters when they have made a decision. Remember, this man or this lady decided or made a decision to get married to that partner. And if you engage so much in their affairs, this means that their relationship is going to be brought down very easily. Remember, you may be discussing things about their relationship which may not make them happy, which may not make the partners happy. So these are the things that I've seen messing our relationships and our marriages today. And guys, let me hear your view in the comment section, and let me hear your view in a very elaborated way. Kindly comment. It may be a positive or negative comment, or are appreciated. And feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also like, give a share to your friends, and until our next episode, we'll be able to have another fresh or healthy discussion. So bye for now, and see you in future. Take care.